Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Mrs. Denise McGeorge, a minister of the Tuckland Pentecostal Church.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please remain standing for the invocation to be delivered by Reverend Professor Ted Hagan, a minister of the Presbyterian Church.
Let us pray. Omniscient and omnipresent God, we thank you for blessing us by joining us together in this place for the graduation of the class of 2026 of the Appalachian College of Pharmacy. We humbly ask that you bless this 19th graduating class by giving wisdom to their knowledge and compassion to their professional identity. O God, you are the creator of the human mind, made in your image and modeled after your own great mind. Though we acknowledge that your thoughts are infinitely higher and more profound than ours, we glory in the notion that we may, on our own level, think some of your thoughts and ponder your loving practice. Thank you for the precious gifts of knowledge and discovery. Bless each of these graduates, give them the grace to make a difference for the good as they become professional pharmacists in the days and months to come. For those who will be going directly into professional practice, give a sense of what is right and good and centered in the needs of their patients in a society that pays less and less attention to individuals, especially those with illness or disease. Help them to center their focus and establish empathetic bonds with each one they serve. For those who will pursue further education, academic or experiential, grant not only the knowledge they will need in their chosen specialization, but also the wisdom to apply that knowledge to the improvement of the lives of others with creativity, imagination, and common hope. For each graduate and the families of which they are a part, we ask that they may make a significant contribution to the general health and welfare of society. Help them to help us encounter one another with trust and compassion, recognizing the humanity in each person they meet. And now may you be pleased with our time of celebration. Continue to bless us by connecting us in professional unity. And may all we do recognize you as the ultimate good to which we aspire. For we pray to you with humble joy. Amen.
You may be seated. Welcome to the Appalachian College of Pharmacy. Welcome to ACP. My name is Mickey McLaughlin, and it is my privilege to serve the college as its president. I welcome each of you to our commencement program as we honor the class of 2026. We're pleased to be able to celebrate the significant accomplishments that have been achieved by the class of 2026. We're very proud of our College of Pharmacy. We're proud of our outstanding faculty, staff, students, and alumni. We're proud of our 1,119 graduates who are practicing pharmacists throughout the United States. Many of them are practicing in this region. And we are proud of our first graduate of the Doctor of Public Health program. However, most of all today, we're proud of our 40 members of the 2026 graduating class of ACP's Doctor of Pharmacy program and our 4 members of the graduating class of ACP's second graduating class of the Doctor of Public Health program. Most pharmacy schools in the United States have a 4-year program of pharmacy education. The Appalachian College of Pharmacy has a traditional program of pharmacy education which has been compacted into 3 years of student time rather than the usual 4 years. This allows the college's graduates to enter the workforce a year earlier and obtain an additional year of income. We call this ACP's $100,000 plus advantage. However, today, the average starting salary for a pharmacist in the United States is more than $132,000. So perhaps we should change this to state ACP's $132,000 plus advantage. The North American Pharmacy Licensure Examination, which is commonly known as the NAPLEX, is the test which all pharmacists are required to pass to be permitted to practice as pharmacists in the United States. More than 95% of the graduates of ACP have passed the NAPLEX and become licensed pharmacists. Past graduating classes of Appalachian College of Pharmacy had the distinction of having the highest first-time pass rate on the NAPLEX of any college of pharmacy in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the second highest first-time pass rate of all 3-year colleges of pharmacy in the United States of America. I challenge the class of 2026 to meet or exceed the significant pass rates of past graduating classes, which I know they have the ability to do, and more importantly, I challenge each member of the class to be the best pharmacist that he or she can be, and to always seek first and foremost to serve the healthcare needs of their fellow man. Commencement marks the end of an academic year, but for graduates of a professional degree program, the term commencement is more than traditionally appropriate. For the past 3 years, these men and women have been challenged to think like pharmacists, to communicate like pharmacists, to advocate like pharmacists, and to observe the professional and ethical standards of pharmacists. They began that journey 3 years ago as pharmacy students, which initially meant little more than having been accepted, arranging to pay the tuition, and showing up for the first day of class. Now at the end of that journey, hopefully they have become students of pharmacy for life engaged in assisting and advancing the health and well-being of mankind. Recently, the college marked a significant milestone in its life in that it became a member of a family or consortium of healthcare institutions with the Edward Villa College of Osteopathic Medicine, which is better known as VCOM. Under the parental guidance of the Harvey W. Peters Research Foundation, VCOM has medical colleges in Blacksburg, Virginia, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama, and Monroe, Louisiana. It is one of the largest suppliers of primary care physicians in the United States of America. We are pleased to have with us for this graduation Dr. John Rokovich, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Harvey W. Peters Research Foundation. Will Dr. John Rokovich please stand? We thank VCOM, the foundation, and Dr. Rokovich for their continuing significant support and assistance to this college. ACP is proud to be the pharmacy component in this outstanding family of healthcare institutions. It was through the encouragement of Dr. John Rokovich and VCOM that ACP founded its Doctor of Public Health program. Today, that program will graduate 4 students. The Doctor of Public Health program is designed for public health leaders and practitioners. It focuses on practical skills and applications in public health, which expand the frame of reference beyond the individual patient to the larger population while preparing the practitioner for leadership roles in policy, management, and practice. We are fortunate to have with us today as our graduation speaker, Dr. Derek Webb, an outstanding pharmacist who, along with his wife, Rebecca, was one of the members of the first graduating class of ACP. Dr. Webb is the first ACP alumnus to be the featured speaker at an ACP graduation. Dr. Webb is currently a member of the Virginia Board of Pharmacy. He will be more fully introduced in a few moments. Many people have helped with the success of this College of Pharmacy. Pharmacists, physicians, and academics, elected officials, both local and regional, business and community leaders, officials of sister institutions of higher education, and other educators, rising second and third year pharmacy students, and interested and supportive local citizens. I'd like to thank them for their contributions. As you might imagine, tremendous work goes into an event like graduation. I especially want to thank Provost and Dean Susan Mayhew, Holly Harmon, Jason McLaughlin, Karen Brown, Donnie Yates, Josh Sneed, Joe Sneed, Gary Sutherland, Sherry Sutherland, Gary Fletcher, our staff, and the many others who are responsible for arranging all the details necessary for this day of celebration. We are blessed with a very talented and hardworking staff. The Board of Trustees of the college is composed of dedicated volunteers who provide advice to the administration and serve as the policy-making body for the College of Pharmacy. Today, we're pleased to have with us Dr. Lou Ellsworth, who is the chairman of the college's Board of Trustees and who has served as a member of the board since the college's founding. Along with him, we are pleased to have with us several other members of the Board of Trustees. Will members of the Board of Trustees please stand and remain standing for a moment? Please join me in thanking the members of the Board of Trustees. I now ask the faculty to please stand. The faculty of any institution of higher education is its lifeblood. This is particularly and uniquely true for a professional school. Through the faculty, the benefits of a professional education and the meaning of entering a profession are expressed and passed on from generation to generation. The faculty have provided a first-rate education to our graduates. ACP's faculty is dedicated to learning and teaching and devoted to mentoring students. Please join me in thanking the faculty. The faculty may be seated. In too short a time, for us, the class of graduates of 2026 is prepared to leave ACP. Each of you have worked hard to obtain the Doctor of Pharmacy degree or the Doctor of Public Health degree. Now, if you continue to work hard and continue to be students of your profession, you are well positioned to contribute meaningfully to your communities and to the professions that are pharmacy or public health. We are proud of your accomplishments here at ACP and will follow your professional progress with vested interest. I ask the degree candidates to please rise, and turn to face the audience. Look around you. These are the parents, spouses, children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends who have aided and encouraged you as you have worked hard to attain your education. To each of you who have supported our graduates, this standing ovation is for you from the class of 2026. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, Susan Mayhew, Provost and Dean of the Appalachian College of Pharmacy, will introduce our student speaker.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Emma Chandler Mullins, who was selected by her peers to deliver the student address today. Emma is from Wise, Virginia, where she attended the University of Virginia's College at Wise, majoring in biochemistry as part of the dual degree program offered through a collaborative agreement between ACP and UVA Wise. She then attended ACP, where she excelled academically, graduating today summa cum laude. During her time at ACP, Emma has been active in numerous student organizations and served as a member of the Student Government Association. We look forward to following her career and future achievements. I present to you the student speaker for the class of 2026, Emma Chandler Mullins.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Emma, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of my class today. First and foremost, I just want to thank you all for being here to celebrate the class of 2026. As I look out into the crowd today, I see this class's how and why. You, our families and friends, are the driving force behind this accomplishment. Your support through the last 3 years carried us through the late-night study sessions, numerous breakdowns, and clouds of doubt along this journey. And most of you are our why we chose this path, why we've kept going, and why we're standing here today. Thank you for your unwavering love and support. To the faculty and staff here at ACP, thank you for helping us reach this accomplishment. A special thanks to those of you who have gone above and beyond the extra mile to make sure that we made it to today. To those who stayed late after long days of teaching to help us understand difficult material. to those who measured statistics for each and every student to make sure we knew where our strengths and weaknesses lie, to those who made sure to highlight pieces of pharmacy that we would never learn in a textbook. And most importantly, thank you to those who supported us not just academically, but personally, especially when we needed it most. Your dedication to supporting our education has not been overlooked, and we appreciate each of you. And to my class, we did it. We made it to the day we have all been waiting for, and I am proud. I'm so proud of us. And I thank God for getting us to this moment. The last 3 years have flown by, just like everyone said that they would, despite a number of Thursday nights spent studying that made us feel like it would never end. And while today marks the end of one journey, it is only the beginning of something much greater. Now, I feel like I know my classmates pretty well, but I want to take a minute to brag on them for those of you who don't know us on a personal level. Our class is diverse. You won't find two classmates alike. We all have different stories, and we all come from different backgrounds. A good chunk of us are from these neck of the woods, while others have traveled here from their homes as far as Bangladesh and Canada and everywhere in between. Some of us came to ACP straight from undergraduate studies, while others spent years working in pharmacy or even left entirely different careers to start this one. And some of us will graduate today and pursue additional degrees. If you ask us all what our plans are after graduation, you likely won't hear two of the same answers. And that's the beauty of pharmacy and the Doctor of Public Health. It's a profession full of opportunity where each of us can find our own way to make a difference. We also have several parents in our class, and yes, even a couple of mothers who gave birth during their education and turned right back around to continue working hard. As if earning a PharmD wasn't hard enough, these students were simultaneously maintaining a household and supporting their family's needs, and they did it with such grace. That is an accomplishment in and of itself. Many of us have also faced personal challenges, loss, hardship, and moments that tested us in ways we never expected. Yet here we are today, celebrating together having made it through. I hope you each know how incredible it is that you are walking across this stage today. Your strength and perseverance are unmatched, and we're all so proud of you. So despite our differences, and although we share a variety of experiences during our time at ACP, we do have some things in common. I can confidently say that this class is determined, strong-willed, passionate, hardworking, and dedicated to becoming the best pharmacists that we can be for our patients. I know that this class can and will change lives because of how we have treated patient care in the classroom and in person. I'm excited and eager to see how each of us grow in our field, and I hope that you all know that I am proud and thankful to have walked towards this degree alongside each of you. Before I close, I want to leave you with a few things that I hope we never forget, even if it sounds cheesy. I hope we never forget our time at ACP, the lessons that we learned, and the memories that we have shared. I hope that we never forget that beyond professional networking, we have built a network right here within this class, one we can lean on for years to come. I already have several people in mind that may be getting a call from me when I have a question or need some advice. I hope that we never forget how important we are and how much we can impact our patients' lives. And with that, I hope we never forget to advocate for our patients and empower them so that they can obtain the health care that they deserve. And last, and maybe most importantly, I hope that we never forget how to spell the Chatelier's principle. Thank you, congratulations, and best of luck to the class of 2026.
Well done, Emma. Thank you. Our commencement speaker today is Dr. Derek Webb. It's a pleasure to welcome Dr. Webb back to campus as our first commencement speaker from ACP's alumni base. After completing a bachelor's degree in biology and chemistry from King College in 2005, Dr. Webb earned his Doctor of Pharmacy degree here at ACP in 2008 in our first graduating class. He has since spent nearly 2 decades engaged in and advancing pharmacy practice, healthcare policy, pharmacy regulations, and stakeholder engagement across multiple states. He first began working for KVAT Foods, a regional grocery and pharmacy corporation that operates in Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. Initially, Dr. Webb served as a pharmacy manager. He soon progressed to pharmacy administrator with KVAT, where he led communications with regulatory agencies and pharmacy boards. He oversaw operations of 130 pharmacy locations and led pharmacy mergers, acquisitions, and infrastructure expansion projects. In 2024, he was appointed to the Virginia Board of Pharmacy. In 2025, Dr. Webb transitioned to Empower Pharmacy, the largest 503A compounding pharmacy and FDA-registered 503B outsourcing facility in the nation. At Empower Pharmacy, Dr. Webb leads state and local government affairs strategy across the eastern United States, advancing legislative and regulatory priorities that support patient access, pharmacy operations, and growth. Derek, his wife Rebecca, and also an ACP graduate, and their daughter Eleanor, reside in Abingdon, Virginia, where he served as the mayor of the town of Abingdon and continues to serve on the town council. I present to you our commencement speaker, Dr. Derek Webb.
Well, I don't know if I'm worthy of all that, but that's, thank you so much, Dr. Mayhew, for that. Well, good morning, faculty, families, honored guests, and most importantly, that class of 2026. That's what we're here for. It truly is a privilege to stand here today, especially because not long ago, I was sitting exactly where you are. Same college, same pressure, same uncertainty about what comes next. And if I'm being honest, probably the same mix of relief and exhaustion, right? You know, when I graduated from this college, I thought I had a pretty clear idea of what my career may look like. I was trained to be a pharmacist, prepared to take care of patients, and trained to survive on very little sleep, while somehow remembering drug interactions that I still can't explain today. And I assumed my path would be fairly defined. Boy, was I wrong. Now, what I've learned since then is this: your degree is not the finish line. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that. It is really where the real work begins, where you start to define your career. Because the truth is, your career most likely will not be linear. Mine certainly hasn't been. I've been a pharmacist, a pharmacy manager, a pharmacy administrator helping oversee operations across more than 100 locations. I've worked in government affairs, helping shape pharmacy policy and expand patient access across the entire United States. I've had the distinct honor of serving as the mayor of my hometown, and today I serve on the Virginia Board of Pharmacy and as president of District 2 for the National Associations of Board of Pharmacy, where I work to shape the future of our profession at both the state and national level. And along the way, I've had opportunities I could never have predicted, like being invited to speak at the World Congress of Pharmacy in Copenhagen, Denmark. You know, I remember standing there in Denmark, looking out over 3,500 pharmacists from 150 countries, different languages, different healthcare systems, all united around one mission: improving patient care. You know, and in that very moment, it really hit me. A kid who graduated from a small college in Appalachia was now part of a global conversation shaping the future of pharmacy. That doesn't happen because of where you start. It happens because of how willing you are to grow beyond it. Now, none of this was part of some master plan I had when I was sitting where you are today. And that's actually my point. Too often we think success comes from having everything figured out from the very beginning. But in reality, it comes from being willing to step into opportunities you didn't plan for, to say yes before you completely feel ready, to raise your hand when it would be easier to stay quiet. Because every meaningful step in my career started exactly that way, not with certainty, but with decision. Now let me tell you something you already know, but may not really fully appreciate yet. You all are entering one of the most trusted professions in the world. People will come to you with questions they don't ask anyone else. They will trust you with their health. They'll trust you with their families. And oftentimes I should say, they'll trust you with their fears. That's not something to take lightly. But it is an incredible responsibility and an incredible opportunity. Because being a pharmacist today is not just about dispensing medications. It's about leading healthcare forward. You all are stepping into a profession that is evolving quite rapidly. Compounding, personalized medicine, telehealth, expanded scope of practice, regulatory transformation. Guys, these aren't future ideas. It is shaping patient care right now as we speak. And many of the decisions that will define the future of pharmacy will be made in rooms you all are absolutely capable of being in. But here's the reality. You don't get invited into those rooms automatically. You earn your way in through credibility, through consistency, through showing up when it truly matters. And when you get there, I have one request. Please remember, your voice matters. It matters more than you think. You know, as I said before, I've spent much of my career in rooms where healthcare policy is debated and decided, and I can tell you this with certainty. The people making those decisions don't always understand what you do. They don't always see what you see. They don't always know what your patients need. And that's why we need you collectively, not just behind the counter, but in a seat at the table. So don't limit yourself to what pharmacy has been. Please be part of what pharmacy is becoming. And along the way, there's a few things I hope you'll carry with you. Number one, stay grounded in service. This profession is not about transactions. It's about people. Please don't forget that. Number two, build relationships. Every opportunity I've had has come through trust built over time. Number three, be willing to lead and lead early. I became the youngest mayor in my town's history, which, depending on who you ask, was either a sign of great potential or a lack of better options. But for me, the lesson was simple. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to step forward and take responsibility when others won't. And the last thing I would charge you with is don't play small. You guys have worked too hard to believe your role is limited to what's expected. You all are capable of far more than that. So class of 2026, you're leaving here today with more than a degree. You're leaving with the ability to influence lives, influence communities, and the future of healthcare itself. The question is not whether you guys are going to be successful. The question is really how bold you're willing to be in defining that success. Will you stay within the lines, or will you step outside them and create something far greater? Because the profession you're entering doesn't just need pharmacists, it needs leaders. It needs advocates, people who are willing to challenge the status quo and move it forward. And sitting here today, that's exactly who you are. So when your career begins to take shape, I hope you'll remember me talking about that moment I had in Copenhagen, staring out over 3,500 pharmacists, over 150 countries, with one shared purpose. And remember this, there is absolutely no reason that one day you shouldn't be in that room too. But when you're in that room, I hope that you're not just attending, I hope you're leading. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm truly proud to call you colleagues. Now go make your mark.
Thank you, Dr. Webb, for those inspiring words and a career dedicated to improving the health and well-being of mankind. At this time, I call upon Associate Dean Wade McGeorge to call the candidates for graduation.
Good morning. At this time, we will present the candidates of the class of 2026. Will the first row please rise and make your way to the stage? Audrey Rose Allison. Saraf Anim Hawk. Olivia Abigail Arnett. Francis Obina Asagwa. Dylan Hugh Barrett. Moen Buyan. Micah Quinn Blankenship. Laura Callie Campbell. Mary Elizabeth Chumley. Casey Dawn Click. Samantha Mackenzie Cool. Donald Amonfo Danson. Okay. Crystal Dawn Dickens. Alyssa Jaron Eder. Destiny Eve Fannin. Michaela Ann Fields. Dalton Lane Fry. Ryan Carlton Gobble. Stephen Ty Holland. Adam Christopher Alexander Hotelling. Kubaib Iqbal. Umar Mahmood Janjua. Lacey Janie V. Jordan. Brady Kirkland Justice. Amanda Aline Keene. Jacob Carter Lee Kendrick. Joseph Winston McCall II. Brianna Dawn Moore. Emma Chandler Mullins. Brianna Marie O'Quinn. Fareed Ulahrir. Hannah Paige Ratliff. Alexia Brooke Rowe. Brittany Jade Russell. Amber Grace Stumbo. Jesse James Tackett. Jenalise Vajay Gonzalez. Rakeem Malik Wright. Dalton Robert Yance. Hassan Zubair. Emmanuel Kwaku Opong. Tracy Worrell Reinhardt. In absentia, Mark Allen Sanders. Sisai M. Wagnew.
Good morning. My name is Richard Nicholas, and I serve as the Dean of the Department of Public Health. It's a privilege to serve in this capacity. The candidates for the Doctor of Public Health degree will now stand. President McLaughlin, upon the completion of the requirements, these candidates will have earned the degree of Doctor of Public Health. Upon the recommendation and the approval of the Department of Public Health faculty, I present to you for the conferral of that degree.
Please remain standing. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and with the approval of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Public Health upon the completion of the requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The pharmacy candidates for degree will now stand, please. President McLaughlin, upon the completion of the program's requirements, these candidates will have earned the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. Upon the recommendation and approval of the faculty, I present them to you for the conferral of that degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and with the approval of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy upon the completion of the requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
I'm going to ask, please, that the pharmacy graduates please remain standing for the oath of the pharmacist. Please raise your right hand and repeat the oath after me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will treat all patients with dignity and respect and will not discriminate against any patient. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations and welcome to the profession of pharmacy.
I congratulate each of our graduates and their families. It is my hope that each of you will apply yourselves and make valuable contributions to your profession and mankind, and that you will return often to your alma mater, Appalachian College of Pharmacy. Who are we? ACP! Remember the quote from Dr. Seuss: "Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." After the benediction, there will be a recessional of the members of the graduating party. Please remain standing during the recessional. After that, the graduation exercises will be concluded. A reception will then be held in the large tent between this building and McLaughlin Hall. Everyone here is invited to the reception. I hope that each of you can attend. I now ask Reverend Professor Ted Hagan to deliver our benediction.
Let us stand. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom, selem, eirene, pax, paz, peace. Amen.